This is a Milbert 1-1 instruction video. So, hi Milbert, you're so big now. So number one is opening up the crate. So I don't really close the crate door properly. I kind of leave a little gap here. This is a lot easier to open. So what you do is you just press this part down and then use your other hand, and this should open right away. I'm gonna use my feet right here. Ooh. Like that, and it opens. So every morning I open, and then Milbert falls, and we immediately go to the front door, let him out, guide him onto the grass, and that's where he potties. So typically every morning he pees, and make sure he poops as well. If he doesn't, you can say pee pee or you can say poo poo. Usually he understands. He doesn't like the heat, so he comes right back. And this is his water bowl. Typically no water after 8 p.m. When he's sleeping in the crate, so to make sure that he doesn't go potty in the crate. And this is his treat. So throughout the day, when he potties outside, just give him a treat. Just give him a tiny piece. I usually break these apart. And this is his dog food. I have a new bag of dog food coming in on Saturday. I feed him 3 times a day, and each meal is 1 cup exactly. So I actually have this little measure thing inside. This little thing, that's 1/4 cup. So just 4 scoops. And this is his food bowl. I usually just do 4 scoops, and then I pour some water over to make sure it's a little soaked, and then give it to him right away. If you have time, and if you're interested, you can stuff this con. You can just use the dried kibbles and just kind of stuff it and give it to him. He will figure out and eat it by himself. Before you give him the food, make sure he goes into the crate first, and you tell him to sit. After he sits down, you give him the food. So you don't have to walk him the week that I'm not here. He doesn't really like walking anyway, and he's too small. He hasn't gotten all of his shots, so there's a lot of complicated things that I have to do when I do take him out on walks. This is a toy that you can use to play fetch, and he also like to bite on that as well. And Giraffe here is his favorite toy, so if he's biting, just give him that. Milbert, Milbert. And then he usually just bites on it for a while. Tricks that he can do. Milbert, come here, come here, come here, come here. Sit. So when you say sit, do the finger thing. He usually sits, and then you say paw. His paw. You can also do sit and then stay. So do the hand like here, stay, and then you face him and walk slowly, and he stays. Good boy. And usually you give him a treat then. Yeah. And I think that's it. Feed him 3 times a day. If you're busy, or if you don't want to watch him, just put him in the crate. Don't ever let him out if he's, making noises or whimpering. Make sure to only let him out when he's calm, so that he knows that he can't just do that and get his way. And he most likely doesn't potty in his crate. I haven't seen it in a long, long time. I'd be really surprised if he does. But if he ever, God forbid, potties around the house, I have these pee pads that I use now to just soak up the pee. I don't think he poop in the house, but you can just cut off a piece of this and just use that to soak up the pee. And he poops on the grass, so yeah, just leave it there, and I'll come home and I'll pick it up. If you don't want to pick it up, I can totally do that. We try to only let him out in the front because the grass is cleaner and there's less things. Try not to let him out the back door because there's just too much random shit in the back, and then he chews on them. And then that's pretty much it. He likes to chew on a few things in the house, including the wooden bars, chair legs, and then some corners, some of these things that's lower, and also that corner is kind of his favorite. He likes to run around these blinds because it makes noises, and he chews on this thing as well, which is kind of, we don't really do anything with this. It's too old now and he's gonna outgrow this, so it doesn't really matter. And then you don't have to wash him or anything. I don't think he'll be dirty. I can just do that when I get back. Oh yeah, and this is his spot that he likes to chew, which is fine. Anything else that he chews on, just say, Milbert, no, and then give him a toy. And he usually listens. And other than that, he's pretty easy. If he's by the door, usually it means that he wants to go out to potty, but if he's just gone out, that's probably him just trying to trick me to go outside and bite on a leaf or dried flower or something. So I guess it's a little tricky now, because he's gotten smarter. But yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.